welcome to my channel, Chats with Rose. Again, today I'm going to be talking about Regina Daniels again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing by hitting the red button and then also hitting the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Anyways, let me dive into the topic of today. It's about a video, an audio recording from a man by the name of Jude Ojiogu, who claimed to be Regina Daniels' dad. I know a lot of you have already listened to the videos, and a lot of you have already, seen all the YouTube's videos of all the other YouTubers about the topic. I think in my previous video about Regina Daniels, sometimes last week or last 2 weeks, in which I explained and stated that Regina is actually 17 years old and not exactly 18 years old. If you go back to to that same video, I think I mentioned the fact that she was born in October and she'll be 18 years in October of 2019. So this audio from Regina Daniels' biological dad confirms my video. Anyways, it's quite interesting that the man is coming out right now. I mean, I feel so bad for him that, his child, his daughter, it's ending up with a 62-year-old man, according to him. Initially, they said he was 59, and I've heard from other rumors that he could be as much as that Ned could be 65 as well. So, but I'm going to go with what Regina's dad mentioned about the age of Ned Nwoko. He said Ned Nwoko is actually old, that they apparently used to live in the same house or in the same street in Lagos, where I believe Regina Daniel was born. So here's my thought, or here's my uh, own 2 cents about the whole thing. I think it's rather unfortunate that Regina had to be married without the father's consent. But then, let's not get it twisted. The days are gone when men used to feel that, hey, if they abandon a woman and her children, when the children grow up, they're going to be looking for their father. That doesn't happen anymore. It does not happen anymore. What I can see from all the whole thing is that Regina never had that bond with her dad. She never lived with that dad, and also that her dad never played a significant part in her life. Because if Jude Ojiogu, Regina's biological father, actually played a part in Regina's life, I believe that Regina would have informed him, even if the mom says no, Regina would have contacted her dad. But the fact that she went ahead without her daddy's consent shows that the man was never in her life and they did not have a bond. You see, the lessons to be learned from men from this whole saga is that just because you are the biological father or you impregnated a woman and the woman has a child or has children doesn't make you a father, doesn't make you a dad. Anyone can be a father, but not everyone can be a daddy. You have to be ready as a man to be both a dad, a father, and a daddy. Just being a father shows that you're just a sperm donor. And in this day and age, there's so many places you can have a sperm donated to you so you can have a baby without even sleeping with a man. So if you have a child out of wedlock, that doesn't excuse you from your fatherly responsibility. I hope this Regina saga is going to be a lesson learned, or something to use as an example for all those men out there who still feel like they didn't, just because they didn't pay a bride price on a woman doesn't mean they will play the part of a father or a daddy. You have to be there for your children. No one is forcing you as a man if you don't want to marry a woman. No one is forcing you to, like, marry the woman, but at least do the right things. You have to be a part of that child's life, no matter what. There isn't any two ways about it. There are no two ways about it. You have to be in that child's life for that part to actually see you as their father and their daddy. And if you do that, there isn't any way that child will abandon you. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get out. I implore all the men out there, including my own brothers or my relative, if you're a man out there or my children, I am asking you to please play a part in your child's life, no matter the circumstances. Even if you did not get married to the woman that had that child for you, still play a part. Be in that child's life. Just being impregnating a woman doesn't automatically make you a daddy. So another thing I like to point out is the fact that the man did not pay the dowry of Rita Daniel. That's quite intriguing and very troubling. You lived with a woman, she had the first child, the second child, the third, and fourth. So she had four children for you, and you still didn't feel the need to go and give her that respect and pay the dowry, even if you're just doing it for the sake of your children. Regina herself has been in spotlight for as long as I can remember, like for the past 10 years. And you never felt the need to go and pay her mother's bride price? And what I'm hearing you say on social media now is that, oh, you couldn't locate her family. Really? You couldn't locate her family, but you located her two legs and impregnated her 4 times? Are you kidding me? Dude, are you seriously kidding me? Wow. There's never a dull moment in Nigeria. You couldn't find her family, but you found something else, right? You found a way to get her pregnant. That doesn't make any sense. That is one of the most stupid excuses, one of the most stupid excuses anyone can ever imagine. You didn't find her family, but at least Ned found somewhere to pay Regina's dowry. How was it that Ned was able to find a place to pay the dowry and you couldn't find a place to pay Regina's mom's dowry, even though you guys are from the same town, Ogwashiku? That is so, I can never believe someone saying that. Both of you are from Ogwashiku, and according to Ogwashiku custom, from what I've been told, that if a man doesn't pay a woman's dowry, then the children can bear their mother's maiden name. So in this case, that's what Regina has succeeded in doing. She was bearing Rita's last name or something. So if that's the case, I don't think there's anything Rita has done. She has not done anything bad because both of you are from the same town, and that is the custom. So she apparently followed your custom, and I will expect you to respect that. Okay, so again, if you were really in Regina's life, I'm sure Regina would have told you about it. And if you had thought about it, I mean, for the past 10 years, Regina and her mom and the whole family has been in the spotlight for as long as I can remember. You knew that the tradition of your town is that if you don't pay a woman's dowry, the children will bear their father's name, their mother's maiden name. Why haven't you, for the past 10 years, consider just paying the dowry? Even if you don't really want to have anything to do with Rita Daniels, you should have at least gone to pay her dowry. So I don't support the fact that you're claiming to be a father now, and you think Ned Moko should have come to see you and probably pay a dowry to you for marrying Regina. Meanwhile, you yourself did not pay the dowry of Regina's mother. Really? So what is good for the goose is good for the gander. That doesn't ring bell to you? I mean, I feel very bad for you that all these things had to have happened. I believe that if you were in Regina's life, her idea of marrying Ned Nwoko would not have come in. Even if he did, you would have find yourself in a position to talk to her, talk her out of it, or at least to explain the reasons or the rationale behind your disagreement that she shouldn't marry Ned Nwoko. So I think you played a big part of this whole problem. If you were in her life, this would not have happened. I'm not totally in support of Rita giving her life, her hand in marriage. Sorry, Regina's hand in marriage to Ned Moko. I totally disagree with that. If you go back to my channel, I spoke about it. I talked about it a couple of times, and I said that I disagree with her. I could never imagine my own child, my daughter, getting married to a 62-year-old man. Hell no. At my age, I could never marry a 59-year-old man, let alone a 62-year-old man. That is totally out of the question. But to some extent, I've heard so many stories about her also, how she was abandoned and how she ended up in an uncompleted building raising these children. I'm not saying that that is, excuse her behavior and letting Regina marry that man. No, absolutely not. But I kind of, can understand where she's coming from. Maybe because of her poverty, she's experienced, or, maybe Regina herself got pregnant for Ned Nwoko unknowingly to her. And then she decided, instead of Regina to end up being a baby mama like Rita had been to you, that it was better for her to just give her a hand in marriage, so that at least someone would pay a bride price to her. Again, that's my opinion. That's what I'm thinking.